Hey guys, it's Shock here, and I'm an Elite 4 on Pokemon Wi-Fi League, and I finally got my first challenger. His name is Kola, spelled K-O-L-A. Yeah, that. So, cycle through my VS Recorder. Song is Shogun by Trivium. He leads with Yuxi, and I lead with my porygon-z named Annoyance. Yes, it's back. I go for Tri-Attack, and I got a crit. So he uses Yawn, and that forces me to switch out. So I go into my Tyranitar named Nightmare. He's also going to switch out, but he goes into Blissey. And I'm immediately going to go for the Rock Polish right after he switches into Swampert. So I just go straight for the Earthquake. And it does a decent bit, but now I know it's Curse Pert, which means Swampert has Tyranitar has no chance against that Swampert. So I switch into my Honchkrow named Big Boss Man, and with the ability Super Luck, I'm hoping maybe a crit with Night Slash, but no crit. And I'm like, it's Scarfed, if in case you're wondering. It's Whiteout Sped, and I have forced to switch back out into my porygon-z named Annoyance. Then he goes for another Curse, and I'm gonna go for the Tri-Attack, which does a good bit, but I don't get a crit like I did the first time, which probably would have helped. But he uses Rest, and I'm like, please tell me it's not a Sleep Talker. It's probably a Sleep Talker. So I go for Tri-Attack because I'm choice. I think my porygon-z's Choice Scarf too. And yeah, Sleep Talk, Waterfall, porygon-z is gone, like that. So I'm like, okay, what do I have that can wall up against a Swampert? My Melodic! Yes, I chose a Melodic for my second wild card. So I used an Aqua Wing and Star Wars. On the Pokemon Wi-Fi League, you can have, it was 4 monotype and 2 wild cards, but now it's 3 monotype and 3 wild cards. But anyways, back to the video. He uses Waterfall, and it's gonna do a good bit. But I got Aqua Ring and leftovers, so I'm getting a decent amount back each time. So I go for the Surf, and it puts him in the red zone, but he goes and uses Rest. And so I'm basically getting some health back each turn. So I go for a Surf, does a little bit, and he uses Sleep Talk and he uses Waterfall. I'm like, that's his only attacking move, and it's not very effective against me, and I got Recover on this. So we'll see what happens. So I go for the Recover, and that puts me at 291. And he uses Sleep Talk and he uses Curse. And I'm like, perfect, because I think I go back to almost full HP after all the health animation. Yeah, 311. So I go for the Ice Beam, and I'm really not sure why I went for Ice Beam. Probably thought maybe it could do something. But he goes for another Waterfall, and it's doing more now because he's got a few curses up. And he's going to go for another Surf. Okay. Yeah, Star Wars, they're fun. This was like a 40-some minute, 50-some minute battle, actually. So I go for another Surf, and it puts him in the red zone, and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't good. I can just hope I can PowerPoint stall him out. So I go for another Surf, and it's going to do, that's about a 5th or so. So Aqua Ring, leftovers, and I go for another Surf, and he wakes up, I think. No, stays asleep and uses Sleep Talk and uses Waterfall. And this like puts me in the red zone, and I'm like, okay, I got 1 or 2 options. I can go for Recover, or I can hope for a crit. I think I'll go with the Recover, and so I do. And he wakes up, and he uses Waterfall, which puts me right at 50, and I'm like, I gotta end this Star Wars soon. So I go for a Surf, and of course, I get a critical hit. So I'm like, yes, that crit mattered. So he goes into Blissey, and I go back in my Tyranitar named Nightmare, and he uses Thunder Wave, and I'm like, oh. So I'm just gonna go for the stone. He goes for ice beam and gets a crit, of course, and I'm paralyzed. I get parahaxed. I'm like, oh man. But that's not the end of the parahax. Trust me, there's more to come. So he goes for the wish, and I go for the stone edge, which does a good bit, but not enough to kill it. So I'm guessing bold nature is what his Blissey is. So he switches into Yuxi, which I get parahaxed, and I'm like, oh, and he gets the wish. So we both have I have leftovers. He has light clay. So he goes for reflect, and stone edge isn't gonna do that much after a reflect. So he sets up his rocks, and I'm like, parahax again. My God. So he goes for light screen. I'm like, screen or Yuxi. Wait, he doesn't have a single attacking move. Oh, right. So he goes into Metagross. I'm like, oh, God. He goes for the agility. And I'm like, yes, I didn't get parahaxed. Earthquake. And, of course, another critical hit. The crit on the Swampert and the crit on that Metagross mattered. So he goes into Zapdos, which I guess is Hidden Power Grass. And that's what it is. But thanks to the special defense boost from the Sandstorm, it's not going to do that much. And I got leftovers, so. But I keep getting parahaxed, which sucks. So I miss with Stone Edge, and I'm like, oh God, watch, I'm going to get like parahaxed in the next 2-3 turns. So he goes for another Hidden Power. And parahax. And I'm like, oh my God, I've never been haxed on like this. So he goes for a Hidden Power again. And I think I just go for the Ice Punch this time. I'm just like, whatever! And it does a little over a third, almost half. And I'm like, oh wow. Now Stone Edge probably would have killed him. So he goes for another Hidden Power, and of course, parahax. But his light screen wears off, so I'm like, good. So he's going to take down my Tyranitar with another Hidden Power Grass. So I'm going to go into my Weavile next, and post in the comment what you think it should be nicknamed, because I can't think of a nickname for it. So I just go for the Ice Punch, because max attack, max speed. Bam! That Zapdos is gone. So he goes into Fortress, and I'm going to switch into my Tombstone. And he goes for Gyro Ball, which isn't going to do too much, because Spiritomb is like the Cresselia, a weaker version of Cresselia. So I go for Hypnosis and miss. And he throws out Spikes, so I'm like, okay. So I get the Hypnosis off this time, and I'm like, yes. So, Sandstorm. And now I just go to set up. So I set up Calm Mind. And he sets up more Spikes. And I'm going to go for another Calm Mind. And he sets up more Spikes. So I go for another Calm Mind, because I'm like, I can set up on this guy. So he switches Fortress, and he goes into Blissey, and the Hypnosis hits. So, thank God. So the Blissey's asleep, and I just go straight for the Dark Pulse, which does a decent bit after a few Calm Minds. And the next Dark Pulse is going to take his Blissey out. So I'm like, yes, Blissey is gone. So he goes out into Fortress, and I miss with Hypnosis, and he goes straight for the Gyro Ball, which isn't doing too much at this point. And so I go for a Dark Pulse, which is going to take him down to almost a little over, it's going to do 2/3, and I'm like, yes. So the next Dark Pulse is going to take him down. So, good game, Kola. Rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys check out Pokemon Wi-Fi League. Join there. Like, comment, subscribe. If he has a YouTube, I will post it in the Descript, but I don't think he does, because since his Yuxi doesn't have a single attack move, that Dark Pulse is going to take his Yuxi down. So, see you guys.